Aren't you getting tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again and bumping into walls and seeing no results in your life? And you're consistently listening to these guys that are bitter, that are divorced, that have 50 baby mamas. They are bitter, my guy, and they're giving you advice so that you can become as bitter as them, and this cycle continues. Continues. Don't be a fool, my guy. Before you listen to anybody, I always tell guys this. Before I listen to anybody, first thing I always do, my guy, is I take my time to do research on that person. I take my time when it comes to due diligence. Because I kid you not, my G, when I first began my journey, for me, it was just, I wanted the quick, easy way out. Okay. To get this goal, Kev, what I gotta do? Because I really have to clap them cheeks. I really have to clap her cheeks. That's how the stupid Kevin used to speak, the younger Kevin, the foolish Kevin. I really gotta clap her cheeks, G. Now what do I gotta do? And I always used to take the shortcuts routes and wanted to do the easier thing just so I can get her in my room. But the more and more I did that for so long, I just wanted to do the easier things, the things that were not worthy. I wanted to do the easy, the quick stuff, and it created this microwave mindset in me because that's all I was consuming on the internet. Nowadays, all you see when you pop up, my guy, all I see is how to get abs in 3 minutes, 3 minutes ab workouts, 5 steps to becoming a millionaire, how I became a millionaire by age 16, how I became a millionaire by age 17, age 20. So they're selling this thing where it's microwave culture where you can, they want you to think you can do it right now overnight. I kid you not when I tell you. Funny story, true talk. Okay, now I'm about to go all in. Okay, now I'm about to scuba dive in it, my G. Okay, listen, because I'm about to go all in. Are you with me? Clear your ears for a second. Okay, now let's go. So there's this guy, my guy, that I actually know. He's about my age, right? This guy has all the potential, my guy. This guy, I know him because where my office is and the gym that I go to, I usually come across him. So I built the relationship with this guy. I kid you not, my guy, when I talk to that guy is delusional. The internet has brainwashed him so much, like he wants to become a millionaire now. He thinks he will become a millionaire by the end of this year. Every time I talk to him, when I look at him, he's legit delusional. Okay, man, I'm gonna sell this, I'm gonna do Herbalife, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna sell this product to them, man, and they're gonna buy. I'm really gonna make 100,000, man, by next month. Man, yeah, that's what the internet does. I'm gonna do this on Instagram, I'll post this on YouTube, and man, I'll make 100 grand right now, man. Hey, Kev, what you up to? So he's really delusional. That culture, my guy, he bought onto it. He bought into this idea they were selling to him, this philosophy that the internet can make you rich overnight. Ever since, my guy, the ancient times, even in the book, the 48 Laws of Powers, in one of the laws, my guy, it speaks about to catch a sucker, you need to play a sucker. Even from the old times, my guy, back in the olden days, they used to sell this ideology and this philosophy that you can get rich quick. So I kid you not, when I sit and I talk to that guy, how he's so brainwashed is really fascinating, my guy. How he thinks, how he talks. He just wants it now, and he's not wanting to pay the price for it. He doesn't want to play the long game. He wants it now. He wants the expensive car right now. He wants to live in the most expensive estates, my guy. The most wealthiest area in the entire Free State. He sees himself being there before the end of this year. I sat and I looked at him. First of all, in my mind, I was like, man, I wonder what drugs, first of all, you taking. Second of all, I wonder what kind of delusion, my guy, which reality you living in. Because it's clear, you're not here on Earth, on planet Earth right now, my guy. Then I saw that, okay, it's not just him. It's not just him. These people are consistently creating content where they want you to buy into their ideology and this philosophy of you can make it overnight. And to tell you the truth, my guy, to tell you the truth, my guy, I've been doing this for quite some time, man. I've been doing this for quite some time. From when I was a very young kid, I realized when I was very young that one of my gifts and one of my strengths is I was good at absorbing knowledge and information. Once I learn something, I do not easily forget it. From when I was in primary, when I was in high school, certain mathematics I learned when I was in grade 10, I still remember it today. That's why I keep this book here. And once in a while, my guy, I like just going over some mathematics equations just to remind myself. That's why I also keep this book here, the book of physics that I did in grade 10. I still go over it and I remind myself. I haven't forgot it because once I understand something, I don't easily forget it. So I understood from when I was young, when I don't know something, I need to spend the time and dedicate the time to learning and figuring it out. Once I figure something out, I never forget because it stays here in my mind. So now how I want to build my platform and what I want to build, what I want to do, my guy, I will tell you right now, I don't have all the answers figured out, my G. There's a reason why ever since I began building my brand, I've never sold anything to anybody. Because I'm not here, my guy, to try and sell you a buck and sell you a reality. Too many of these guys, they're just disingenuous. They are inauthentic. They are not authentic, my guy. I come across so many dating guys that give dating advice. Let me write this down so you guys can legit understand this. Let me write this so you can see this. Okay, so what's the purpose of dating for those of you that don't understand? If you are seeking to be with a girl, first of all, what's the purpose of dating? So the purpose of dating, my guy, eventually is to find the right mating partner and create life with that mating partner. Now some guys, my guy, I kid you not, they're like in their 40s, 50s, they're still doing the same things they were doing in their 20s. Like, what's the purpose of you wanting to date? Eventually, if you're speaking about dating advice, my guy, it can't be you're 40, 50 years old, you're telling these younger guys, go ahead, go out there, do your thing, party, be a player, go clubbing, my guy, still sleep with all of these girls. What's the point, my guy? Imagine now you want to teach these young kids to be by the age they are 70, 80 years old, they're still grandpas that are chasing after females. There's a reason why in the Bible, my guy, it speaks about marriage. And it says in the word that the man that finds a wife, he who finds a wife finds favor with the Lord. So now, my guy, what's the whole purpose of dating? Like, ask yourself, why are you consistently wanting to date? What's the end goal of it? For me, I understood, my guy. By the time I opened myself up back again to dating, because right now, for just a while I told myself, I just want to lock in and focus on building myself and building my life. And building this vision that I actually have. Now, it doesn't mean I don't go out and have coffees with females and I get to learn about female nature. I get to learn about different females' personalities and their mindsets, how they think. Because the one thing I realized is the more and more I developed myself, I started attracting a different caliber of females. So now I realize for me, the whole purpose of wanting to date is very simple, my G. I'm dating because I'm trusting God for a wife. Now I need to go through a process, first of all, where I have my values, I have non-negotiables, I have principles that I live my life by. This person, are they aligned to the kind of life I want to build, my vision, the direction I'm headed in life? Now, after you figure this out, then what? You want to build a life. I don't understand guys that do not want to build a family, my guy. So you want to acquire these millions and millions and money and money and money. Then when you pass away, fool, where is that paper gonna go to? You wanna donate it back to the government? Or you wanna give it to their baby mama, their baby mama, their baby mama, their baby mama? What's the purpose of you wanting to acquire financial success if you're not wanting to pass it down to your offspring? It says, my guy, in the word, in the book of Proverbs, that a good man leaves an inheritance for his kids. The kind of life you are living right now, are you thinking 10 years from now or are you thinking 10 days from now? I will ask you one more time so you can think and get mentally stimulated, my guy. And here in your heart, something stirs up in you, my G. Listen, 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 listen. What's the purpose of you, my guy, of you wanting to date? What's the end goal? Aren't you getting tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again and bumping into walls and seeing no results in your life? And you're consistently listening to these guys that are bitter, that are divorced, that have 50 baby mamas. They are bitter, my guy, and they're giving you advice so that you can become as bitter as them, and this cycle continues. Continues. Don't be a fool, my guy. Before you listen to anybody, I always tell guys this. Before I listen to anybody, first thing I always do, my guy, is I take my time to do research on that person. I take my time when it comes to due diligence. Because the thing is, I understand, my guy, the most expensive thing I can spend is my time. So why would I spend my time listening to this person if this person is not aligned to the kind of life I want to build for myself? Then most importantly, I separate, my guy, the digital world to the real life. My guy, build a real life for yourself. I come across so many people. You want to be an influencer. Why do you want to be an influencer? I want to have $1 million, Kev. I want to make $1 million. Why do you want to make $1 million? Because that's what I'm hearing on the internet. Why, my guy? What's the purpose of you wanting that? Are you looking for external validation and really you don't have no peace of mind? Really, when your head hits the pillow, my guy, you're not at peace. You think external validation, my guy, can do the inner self-work. Well, to tell you the truth, it won't, my G. Now, I always do my due diligence and I study people before I even give you access to my ears and I give you access to my mind. I will never let a single person, you with your dirty feet, walk all over this mind that I've built. So now the first thing I always do before I listen to a guy, I look at the fruits of their labor. My guy, do you bear on any fruits or you are just all talk? I take my time to look at people's track records. Then when I look at your track record, why would I want to get dating advice from you if you haven't won in marriage, if you haven't won in building a family? Why would I want to listen to your financial advice, my guy, if you are not financially free? You haven't built no business that is prosperous. A business that has passed the test of time. You just made a lucky hit once. You made a quick buck once. Then after that, you think now you have the authority and you have the knowledge to speak about certain topics. Even I, my guy, I am not a teacher yet, my guy. I am a student that's just sharing with you the knowledge I'm accumulating in my life. Go back, my guy, to the first Instagram post I made. Go back to the first ever video I made. As I develop myself and as I get better, all I'm doing is I'm sharing with you what has been working for me. But the whole goal is to build a real life for myself. I'm not trying to be famous, my G. These celebrities can keep all this fame, my guy. I kid you not when I tell you there are celebrities that legit want to grow old and be grandparents in front of the camera. I'll say this one more time so that these keys, my guy, don't fly past you. There are celebrities that really want to grow old and become grandparents in front of the camera in the spotlights. How long can you keep on doing that, man? Aren't you tired of that? Don't you want to experience some form of peace in your life, my guy? Now understand, my guy. Okay, when you look at your life, my guy, ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? You need to be happy with your real life before you even want to get in front of the camera and start giving any form of value in front of the camera. Don't talk about things, my guy, that you haven't lived and experienced in your life. So I told myself, my guy, when I build this, how I want to build my vision and how I want to build this, my guy, it's very simple. The first thing I will base it on is the foundation of truth. I'm not here to tell you about what's trending, my guy. I'm not here to be a clown to you. Hey, bruh, I'm not here to be a clown to you. If you want to be a clown, then go to McDonald's, my guy, and go get a Happy Meal and go watch Ronald McDonald entertain you. Or go watch these comedians, my God, they will entertain you and make you laugh. Yes, I will crack a joke here and there, my guy, to entertain you, so I'm not boring, but I'm not here to be a clown. I'm not here to be a comedian. I'm here, my guy, to try and talk about things that can make you think and things that can make you have a change of heart. And really understand that you need to do some self-awareness and self-reflection when it comes to certain things in your life. Because if I've figured it out, you also can figure it out. But now I can only tell you, my guy, the truth. And the truth is, for me, is God's word. That's why every time I speak, hey, Kev, what do you speak about the scripture? Why do you quote the Bible so much? Because what do you want me to talk about? Do you want me to talk about mankind? People, they flip and flop like this. They always change their ideologies and their philosophies. Or do you want me to speak to you about the truth? It says in the word, my guy, that seek after the truth and the truth will set you free. Now for me, I seek after freedom, my guy. I seek after the truth because the truth, sometimes it may hurt, but I know it will set me free. I just got tired of lying, finessing, lying. Sometimes I even forget that, oh, what lie did I make to this guy? It just took so much mental energy, my guy, and so much willpower that I just want to keep it real from the get-go. If you don't like it, then cool for you. If you're not ready for growth, then cool and good for you. So number one is based off what? It's based off truth. Then number two is based off the knowledge and the wisdom and understanding that I've acquired for a person my age. And I'm only sharing certain things with you, things that as I've experienced in my life, my truth, my life experiences, things that I've lived by, things that I've went through. I'm still learning, my guy, also how to be vulnerable and keep it super real with you guys, because it's a bit difficult for me to just open up about certain things in my life, because certain scars are so deep. But when I talk about it, my guy, I kid you not when I tell you that I legit do shed tears, man. So now I want you to understand, and please listen to me and listen to me carefully, my guy. I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here, my guy, to try and sell anything to you. Hey, bruh, listen to me, my G. Let me keep it a buck with you. Let me keep it real with you. I'm here to keep it real with you, and I'm here to be as real and as authentic as I possibly can be. I'm here to stay true to myself. If you're not ready to hear this, it means you're not ready for growth. And it's okay. You can stay where you are and stay being that bum you are. But if you are ready, my guys, to develop yourself, then this is the platform for you. And I want to show these guys that are my generation. My guy, you really can win, my guy. You really can win, because if I can figure it out, there are certain guys I look at, I kid you not, true story. Today, there was this guy I was talking to, he's a grandparent. So how I like living my life is I budget my time. The things that I value the most in my life, I really budget them. So my time, I budget it. I know whenever I wake up, I first need to invest a certain amount of time into Kevin. After I invest a certain amount of time into Kevin, then Kevin needs to go in the real life and build a real life company. Then Kevin needs to go and build relationships with certain people. Build, my guy, relationships, shake hands, learn from people. Then after that, when I get back to my place, about 8 p.m., about 9 p.m., then I sit in my studio and I share with you what I went through throughout my entire day. Now today, one of the things that stood out for me, there was this really old grandpa I was talking to today. So I asked him, he speaks Afrikaans. Then he said, hey young man, jy verstaan Afrikaans? I said, 100%, jy kan praat. Ek verstaan Afrikaans. He said, really? I said, ja, jy kan praat Afrikaans. Ek leer Afrikaans. But ek verstaan hier en daar. But I'm actually Zulu. But I told him I understand here and there, but go ahead, speak in your language, I can hear you. If I don't understand, I will let you know I don't understand. Then immediately that just made his heart soft, and he was just immediately as soft as butter. Then he began opening up to me. So I asked him, so tell me, sir, do you have any kids? And he said, no, I don't have any kids and I don't have a wife. And I sat and I looked at him And I really wanted to ask him why, but I could see immediately when he said that in his face and in his eyes, that I'm about to ask him a question that would really trigger something very deep in him. So as soon as he said, no, I don't have kids, no, I don't have a wife, I've been single my entire life, now I'm a grandparent, I'd probably die being alone in my life. And he looked at me, he said, young man, do you have a wife? I said, I'm definitely trusting God for a wife. But right now, I'm just focusing on building myself, and I'm remaining faithful to God. I'm remaining faithful to my vision. And there's certain things, the foundation I want to build first. I want to be able to take care of myself, take care of my family, take care of my nephews and nieces. Because now they sit and they look at me. What I do, it affects them. How they think, how they behave. So I really want to set a good example for them. Then when they look at me, they can see that there is a wise way to do it, where you build a life filled with success, with abundance, and you still have peace, you have joy, you have a beautiful family. So for now, that's what I'm focusing on, but I'm trusting God for a wife within 5 to 10 years of my life. By the time I'm 30, definitely I'm trusting God for a wife. And he looked at me and he said, young man, how are you? How old are you? I said, can you take a guess? He said, young man, I no longer play those games. I used to play those games when I was younger. So I said, I'm 23 years old. I just turned 23 on the 23rd of June. He looked at me. He said, what? No ways, young man. You're 23 years old. He said, young man, I kid you not when I tell you, you have a very bright future ahead of you. You have a very bright future ahead of you. And the way you're thinking, the way you articulate yourself, your mannerism, the heart you have a heart of a servant, and that's going to get you far in life. Keep on keeping God first and keep on building. And don't do what I did. Have yourself a family so that you can pass down something to your kids when you pass away. Because what's the point of accumulating all this wealth, all this success, if you're going to die with it? And I sat there, my G, and those words really touched me as soon as he said that. And they really sunk deep, really in my heart and in my mind. Because it had me thinking, now what's the point, my guy, of you accumulate? Really ask yourself, some guys really want financial success. But what's the point of you accumulating this financial success if you do not have a purpose of why I want to use these finances and this financial success? What am I going to use these finances for? Some guys, they just want money and they think money will solve all of their life problems without first doing the deep inner self work. It requires you, my guy. Do you know what a microscope is? When I used to do life sciences, biology, my guy, there is a microscope. Under a microscope, there is a glass that you put, my guy, where you get to see cells, what they actually look like magnified. That's what most of you guys need to do. You need to put your life under a microscope, my guy, and really dive deep and magnify. Okay, I'm really struggling at this. I'm really sucking at this. I really lack in this. How can I improve this? Okay, how can I improve this? Okay, how can I become better at this? And you just need to tackle it one by one, one by one, one by one. And I kid you not, you will see some form of progress in your life. It's clear, my G, if you are doing the same thing over and over and over and over and you're not seeing results, it clearly means something needs to change in your life. But most of these fools, my guy, it's as if insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. Now tell me, does that make any logic? And I see so many guys, they want to prove they are successful. They want to prove they've acquired some form of success in their lives for other people. I want to show you that I'm the guy. I want to show you that I've made money. I want to show you that now my pockets are deep. So I'll get this expensive car. But the thing is, what's funny is they really go broke trying to show people that they've made it. For me, where I grew up, my guy, my parents taught me and they raised me. You never show people. You live a life of discretion and you live a life of be humble with your finances. Now, it's not to say, my son, you're not going to enjoy your finances and the fruits of your labor, but that better be even about 20% of your finances that you show to the world. But you live a life of discretion. You do not show people after you've reached and acquired a certain level of success, because where I came from, people really use man-made things to try and block your blessings, my guy. I've seen it, my guy, with my siblings, with my brothers. I have a very big family, my guy. So when we grew up, my guy, that's where I realized there's more to life than what meets the eye. And I would see, my guy, my siblings, my older brothers, they used to go around with the wrong crowd. The kind of people that were thugs, the kind of people that were drug dealers, the kind of people that would be in taverns, and they're chasing after girls, and they're just causing destruction and chaos in the neighborhood where I grew up from. So now, each and every one of us, my guy, in my family, my siblings, were very creative people, and we had big dreams. My grandparents, they really sacrificed a lot. My mother's mother had a sister, and when we were young, when I was very young, my mother made me go live with her mother because she wanted me to accumulate certain values and principles in my life. And they would come and visit me every weekend. And they would live in a different city, in Pietermaritzburg, in KZN, while they were still building a life that they could be proud of, both her and my father. They wanted to build first a certain level of stability before they brought me over. But when they had my sister is a year younger than me. My sister used to live with them, but me, they made me go live with my grandma. And I kid you not, my guy, there you got to see real things. You know, you got to see what people in poverty really think like. You got to see, my guy, that from a young age, my guy, I remember one of the guys we used to be friends with. I remember, my guy, he came with a gun. When he came with the gun, he said, "Hey, gents, look at this, man. Like, my father literally left this in his safe today, and I wanted to show you this." So we all took that gun, man, and we looked at it, man, and we felt cool, my guy, like pointing one another with the gun. And I remember my older brother, so now he took that gun and he tucked it in his pants. And when we were walking in the streets, my guy, I kid you not, there was an elderly lady that came. When she came, now he was wearing pants, and these pants, they did not have a belt. So now metal is heavy, my guy. I kid you not when I tell you, my guy, that thing fell on the floor and that lady saw it. When that elderly lady saw it, like, she froze. She almost got a heart attack. It shocked all of us, my guy. So I grew up in a neighborhood where, my guy, like, you really got to see drug dealers, my guy. People that go to prison, how they think. People where their homes, my guy, it's about a few houses away from where I stayed. Like, you got to see there in the corner, my guy, that they're actually selling drugs, my guy. And I got to see where my brothers kept on running with the wrong crowd, and they did not understand. In this life, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. If you are around people that uplift you and push you to be better, then you will progress in life. But if you're around people that just take from you, not only will they take your light, take your blessings, but they will take, my guy, your vision from you. They will take, my guy, the hunger in you. They will take, my guy, that goodness that's in you. They will take. That's why it says in the word that the thief comes to steal, kill, and rob, my guy. So they really did steal, they really did kill, and they really did rob their dreams, their visions. Then fast forward, I look at my siblings now, my guy, like, it's really, they're still stuck, and they're not really willing to grow and let go of certain bad habits. There was a point there, my eldest brother, I really told my mom that I really respect my older brother and I really love him, but I promise you, now I'm about to beat him up when I see him. Because there was points when he'd come back, my guy, he would go to clubs, my guy, he would sell drugs, then he would come back and he'd get in fights. Now, he was a leader of that crew, my guy, that used to rob around my neighborhood. And he would come back, and I used to say and ask him, "Why the heck are you doing this? Mom and dad sacrificed so much for us to have this life. Why are you choosing this life? Why you want to act like you're a thug? Why you want to focus on these small-minded things when you could be focusing on building wealth and building success? Why do you want to take the shortcuts out?" I would see it in him, my guy, when I look in his eyes. He would come back, my guy is getting in fights. His face no longer looked attractive. His eyes are no longer white, my guy. They're starting to get darker and darker and darker. That's when I realized, okay. In this life thing, you better be careful, my guy, of this kind of people, the kind of people you spend time with and the kind of people you allow to speak into your life. Even with the internet, don't be fooled, my guy. Don't be fooled by the spotlight, my G. Don't be fooled by the spotlight. Don't be fooled by these guys' financial success and materialistic success, because you don't know what they have to serve for their success. You don't know what they have to serve for their success. And some of these guys, you don't know what they're doing behind closed doors for their success. So focus, my guy. Ask yourself. I used to ask myself in my city, when I would sit and I would look around and be honest with myself, I first had to ask myself, Kevin, what kind of life do you want to have? Like, what do you really want in this life thing? What do you really want? What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? What's your vision? What do you want? After I figured out what it is exactly I want in this life, then I started looking for a group of men that when I look at, I can say, I see myself having what you have 10 years from now. Man, when I look at the businesses they've built, I really get inspired when I sit in his office, when I talk to these men, my God, only thing they mention is millions. Is millions. They don't mention thousands. They speak millions when they speak finances. They speak about knowing people that make billions. I sit there, my guy, and I look at that and I ask myself, that's who I want to run with. But I don't just look at the kind of businesses they've built. I look at, okay, holistically, what kind of man is he? I look at their marriage. Their marriages, my guy, they're so blessed. They're so fruitful. I look at them. I look at their wives. And it's just a very beautiful marriage. It's a very attractive marriage. It's a very blessed marriage. Then I look at their daughters. Then I look at how their wife behaves. Then I look at the people around them that they are leading. Then I look at the businesses that they've built. Then I look at all my guy traits. I look at their mindsets. I look, okay, spiritually, their spiritual health. I look at their physical health. And they tick all the boxes, my guy. They are the 1% of my city.